Hi guys, and welcome to another video with me, Shira Star Hobby. I have been cleaning my doll room and getting rid of so much stuff, and I just kind of wanted to show you what I changed and what hasn't really changed a whole lot. This section here I don't show too often because it's kind of ugly with the printer and the Wi-Fi and all that there, but it is my Sword Art Online, my favorite anime, and all the merch that I have for that series. I have some incoming scale figures that I will be doing an unboxing of when they come. I'm so excited to show you those. It's probably going to be the last bit of anime videos that I will make because I stopped collecting Nendroids because I had to choose between dolls and Nendroids, and the Nendroids had to go. But yeah, so there is my Sword Art Online anime section, and I love this shelf. It was built into the house. And so was the drawer there. But anyway, so there's that. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys this, but this is an artist that I follow on Instagram, and I just happened to find her on eBay as well, and this is an actual original all pencil sketch of Asuna, who is the main female character in Sword Art Online. So I love her. She did such an amazing job, and I had to frame it and put her on the wall. And then, of course, here I have my little Anne of Green Gables section. My sisters and I have three sisters, we all love the Anne of Green Gables book series. And my sister went to Prince Edward Island, which is where Anne of Green Gables was filmed, the movie series, and she brought me back some, legit official merchandise from Anne of Green Gables, so that was really cool. And of course I had to have those framed as well. This is an art piece by Carolina Grin, I think is her name. She's a Spanish artist as well, and it's not really Anne, but it looks like Anne, so I just kind of put it there with that. Here is my very first pin pendant. As you can see, it's quite full, but there's still room for more. Here is where I keep just like all of my odds and ends pins. I don't have a specific theme. I just put everything on there that I like. So there's that. You guys have already seen my wall of art, which has not changed since the last time. Actually, that's not true. I did change out this girl. I used to have a cherry girl with glasses there, and this girl, and I used to have the Kiwi artwork that came with the Kiwi doll, which I put that somewhere else, but I did want to put those in frames, so I put those two on there. This is also kind of anime-ish because I've got all my Sailor Moon art up there, and then this is another one of my favorite mangas and anime series, Say I Love You. I have to finish this manga. There's like 18 books in it, and I still have to get the rest of them. But yeah, so my Cinderella section hasn't changed much at all either. I'm debating whether or not to change this whole section up. I don't know yet. My apartments are about the same, but I finally did manage to kind of start a couple more down here, but they're not even close to being done yet, so I'm not going to show you those in depth yet. Here is another shelf that I've got with like my little golden books and doll magazines and my Tinkerbell Pixie Hollow series books that I love because the artwork is incredible, and I just love those movies in general. And then of course all my Cinderella stuff here, and I did put this artwork here. I keep moving that artwork. They were framed, then I took them out of the frames, and then I put them over there, and I just kept moving them, and so now they're here. Here's more Cinderella artwork. And then up there I've got my favorite. I love Andrea, Nicole's Dreams. She used to do face-ups on BJDs, and she used to do a lot of BJD stuff, and now she's more into making her own watercolor paints, which is really cool. But from time to time she will draw and she will sell prints, and those are all of her prints that I have up to date, I believe. I haven't really checked her Instagram lately, so I don't know if she's come out with any more of the Sunglasses Girl series. But if she does, then I will have to grab that because I do love her artwork. Here is the treehouse. As you can see, it's grown a lot more since the last time you guys saw it. But I'm still playing with the idea of keeping this and this level here. But I did go on and add the wall there. I added the artwork because this is another piece by Carolina Grin, and she's like an oak tree girl, because see, like her leaves, her ears are actual leaves. But in my story, this is basically the tree nymph that lives in the tree that Trifari makes into his home. So she's like the embodiment of what I want the tree nymph to look like. Now whether or not I'll be able to make her into a doll, I haven't figured that part out yet, because she's just, I don't know, I can't really find a doll that looks like that. But in any case, that will be part of Trifari's story. I've kind of written her story out already, but I have to get the doll so I can, you know, kind of make her a reality. But so I've got this beautiful table that my husband made me, with a bottom shelf layer, and that's just full of stuff. But you can see my floor, guys, like a lot. You can see a lot of my floor. There never used to be this much open space. It used to be just covered with stuff. So I'm glad that I went through and cleaned. This bottom shelf here has all my art supplies, my, you know, handy dandy glue gun, all my paints and things like that. And then I did go on and kind of clean up this area too, because this was also just covered in stuff. So I went ahead and took out all the plants from both plant dioramas. I will be taking those apart and using the plants in my treehouse. And so here I've got my Zealand pins, which I still love these forever and ever. I did end her Patreon that I was doing monthly, only because I would rather do Dolly Patreons. And if you guys haven't already noticed, I did join Allison's Patreon, because of course supporting our young budding artists is very important to keep this Dolly hobby going. And then I am in Marina's Patreon because I absolutely adore everything she does, and supporting her is one of my favorite things to do. I love all of her ideas, and I love it when she just gets so excited about new things. So supporting Dolly Patreons is where my heart's at. So I kind of stopped collecting enamel pins as well, only because they're getting kind of expensive. Which, I mean, everything seems to be getting expensive, but I'm just gonna, you know, be happy with the ones that I have, and every once in a while I'm sure I'll grab some. But I also wanted to show you what I did up here, which this shelf, it seems to change all the time. But I kind of wanted it to look like I was collecting a bunch of hobnobs and whatchamacallits and just kind of sticking everything together. So I did that, and it's just temporary, I guess. It's fun for now, but I love I love how Oriana looks. She looks like she's bored to death. And then Trifari, of course, my gorgeous, gorgeous boy. This shelf up here is yet to be finished because I want to do a whole separate video on the dolls that are in those pictures, the artist behind them, and I would like to show you My Girl by this artist once she is here. So I will do a separate video on them. And then today at the grocery store, I got these lantern thingies, which they're not really lanterns, they're meant for candles, but dolls! So I put my little Eva monkey in there, and her shoes are magnetic, so she's stuck perfectly to the bottom. And then, of course, my little micro Oscar babies, and I also stuck the hands back there. It's so nice to not have them, like, falling and trying to stick them. I have to find a better way to keep their hands, all their extra hands, displayed. But then this part of my, room hasn't really changed a whole lot either. I will be getting a second Dart Dolls in Altine's size. She has already been shipped. She will need face-ups and manicures and all that, so when she arrives, I will do an unboxing to show you what she looks like, and then I will send her off, and then when she gets back, I will do a face-up reveal video, because I will also be sending along Altine's hands and both pairs of Altine's feet to get manicured and pedicured. So when that happens, I will do a whole face-up and nails reveal video. So stay tuned for that. Here are my 3 best favorite boys, besides Trifari, because he's number 4. I love them. They're always right in the center of my shelf, so I can stare at them all the time, because they're my absolute favorite boys. I absolutely love them. Cannot wait to show you my next Marina boy. I've already sent her half a deposit, or half of the payment for him. I'm not in any rush to get him. She can work on him as long as she wants. She is going to paint him for me, so yeah, I can't even wait, because I told her I wanted it to be a surprise, and I don't know what she'll do, so I'm super excited about him. And then, of course, here I've got my gorgeous Petusas by Lola from Atelier Mamoni, Glimmer and Mini Shay. And then here I've got my sweet Kiwi with another one of these. I got 2 because why not? This box here is all of my paints and pastels and brushes for when I begin to... What I will hopefully start doing is sculpting. I want to start sculpting cute little magical critters, like just little things that you can put in a diorama, or things that, you can put in pictures with your dolls. I don't know. I haven't really started yet. I just know that I want to do it. So, but this section of the room is what I rarely ever show, because this is where I had just my overflowing pile of cardboard. So I took that out completely, and don't worry, I still have plenty of cardboard left. But I just got rid of that huge stash because it was just taking up too much space in my room. And so now I can finally open both closet doors. And so inside my closet, I've just got bags and bags, bags that I actually use, like to carry my wallet and all that stuff in. But the majority of the bags have fabric or crafting supplies or something that is, doll related. And then I've got like my Ita pin bags that are, full of pins as well. And then of course I've got doll storage because boxes are real. So yeah, this is basically my new-ish room, but I'm so pleased because it's like I can breathe, like there's there's space in here now, you know, and it's so exciting for me to have this kind of fresh space, because there's so many new things that I want to do as far as getting my sculpting. I really, really want to sculpt. Like, I'm like itching to get my hands on clay and see what I can make. So I am like just so super pumped to see where the sculpting world takes me. But I just wanted to share with you guys my newly cleaned and organized doll room. And I hope that you guys are all well and having a great Sunday. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.